Hello. Hello, everyone. Let's see if I can get this right. I've set up a new... here we are. Da, da, da. Welcome in. First things first, I hope that my mouth looks a little bit more in sync with my... with everything, because I looked at the clip this afternoon and it was dreadfully out of sync. So I've tried the clap test again to try to get it back into sync. But hopefully that's done and dusted. I'm doing a little bit of a different setup. I'm just making sure that's there, but I think I just need to move some things around because that needs to go over the top of that. And so does that one. And then that's it. So, yeah, and we'll need to do some shifting around as we start, but fingers crossed, everything should work. This is an old map. Don't take any notice of this. But today I have got I've created a map. Let's see if I can get it on your screen so you can see it. I need to browse for it, but I know its location. I'm going to click there. Yeah, don't worry, it's massive, I know, but we'll scale it down. So this is the map of Argent Dawn and Argent Reach, sorry. Hey, Cascade, you lurk away. And I made this. This is where the characters, they don't know this yet, but this is where they'll be going to in the end. And Argent Reach is just actually, it's completely isolated inside almost like a volcano or the remnants of the volcano. So this water in the middle is really deep and it's enclosed on all sides by mountains, and it's been sort of like cut off from the world for a number of years, and now it's back again. And the players are going to be moving into this and doing some adventuring there before they return to their own world. And this one's made on hex map because I've made it in such a way that each square is 1 day's travel. Okay, so I know roughly how big things are because I have a dreadful thing about scale. But I didn't want to share this with the party. I wanted to sort of like share it in a different form. And the way I wanted to share it is that I thought, right, let's draw it in classic, almost like black and white. Okay, and let's draw it in black and white, and then hopefully what they'll be able to see is a black and white version of it. Right, so let me just move this over. I just need to that's pretty good actually how it is at the moment. Let's see if I can. There you go. Yeah, I think I might move it just down a little bit so you can see plenty of it. So yeah, so this is sort of like the map area that we're going to be working on. And as you can see, everything is black, and I've got a setup that is all black and white. And what we're going to try to do is recreate the map in black and white, but not in a lot of detail. It's going to be quite pictorial, quite abstract. And then the idea is, when the players come across a map, I'm going to show them this one rather than my own one. So this is Campaign Cartographer 3. This is what we're using. I don't know why that is down to 0.5 there, but I've just changed it back. I was looking at, oh, that's much better. That's a much better size. So the first thing that we need to do is obviously put mountains around the edges. But again, I want it to be quite abstract in what it looks like. So I don't want it to look like perfectly to scale. That's what I'm trying to say. So I want it as if somebody has literally maybe drawn it. So I'm just going to dab some of these around like so, to give the feeling of mountains, as if somebody has just sort of like come along and drawn it. Now, I have to admit, I am not the most artistic person, so apologies if the end result sort of like looks dire. Okay. I totally confess that this is not my strong point, but that's roughly what it's going to be like. And then I've got some smaller mountain hills around here that I thought we can just touch in like that. Okay, now in the actual map, there's sort of like further hills around here, but I'm not actually going to put those in at all. Now, my only issue with this is that we don't seem to have an option for a lake. Okay, there doesn't seem to be an option of lake. So what I'm going to have to do, I think, is draw one in. So I'm just going to pick, that's going to be a solid. And I was wondering, I don't want it to be like, I'm wondering whether or not I don't put it in a sort of like, I just sort of like draw the outside of it. So let's look how this goes. So it's literally a lake like this. Okay. Okay, it's not the worst that I've seen, but it's not actually the best. I wonder if I can. I'm literally guessing now. Let's look at this. Line width. let's increase this a bit. Let's keep it on this. I don't think there's a better layer for it. Coast and sea, that should be good. And let's put it on waters and rivers. Okay, so we've put that as 10. Oh, that looks, that's probably a little bit too broad. Right, I'm going to delete it, and I'm going to zoom in a bit, like so. So I know roughly where I am. Okay, let's pattern length. Okay, then let's have another go at drawing this in, because the other one I felt didn't actually join up, and neither does that one. Or maybe maybe something like this tool might be better. Okay, then let's just change this. So let's pop it on there, onto waters and river, and let's make this 5. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, then I'm happy with that. There's a bit of an overlap, but I'm wondering whether or not that would be too obvious. That's all right. I'm happy with that. And then what I thought I could do is just sort of like put some bits of water in there, so we can see that it's water. Okay, so round this part and this part and down here, we've got some forests. And they're actually alpine forests. Okay, let me just make sure that this is still at 1. Okay. I'm just going to increase the size of these a bit, I think, because I want it to still, that's a little bit too big. I don't want to do a block of them. So I'm literally sort of like changing the size as we go along. I didn't like that one. Oops, I don't want that one there. Okay, and then we've got some around here, this top part as well. Let's just shrink it down a bit as well. Oh, don't want that one there. Down a bit there. And then what I'm going to do, we've got some of these sort of like individual trees that I can dot around. And my brain always wants to go very logical. It wants patterns. It wants to see patterns. And sometimes I have to sort of like resist like anything. Okay, then. Now we do have a bit of a river. Okay, and the river starts up here. And it sort of like twists its way down to there. That's where it is. Now that's currently green, but I don't actually want it to be green. Fill style. I almost like want to go. Maybe that. Pop this onto rivers and waters. I'll pop it on the, take it off the vegetation layer and put it on, oh look, waters and rivers down there. That's good. And let's increase the width to about, let's do 3. Yeah, I like that. That sort of like gives the effect of a river running into. I just wanted to click on this. I wanted to make sure that it's on that one. Three, pop it on the waters and rivers. And put this in like so. That I do. So it's not meant to be like a perfectly drawn map. It's meant to be something that people have sort of like put together over the years, and this is what it actually looks like at the moment, which is cool. Okay, now before we do round here, I want to put the main, so this is down here, and it's this is where the main city is, like that. And then what we have some towers dotted around. And the important thing to remember, I think, at this point, is that this doesn't have to be necessarily to scale. It's just almost like showing where things are. So, for example, let's just decrease that a little bit. There's a tower here. There's a tower here. Right, we're going to have to find some room here. We've got a tower here. And then we've got a tower here. So what I'm going to do is get rid of that one and put the tower sort of like here. Okay, so those are the main towers. Now, there are some roads here as well, but I don't know whether or not I'm going to put them on yet. We will see. So round here, this round here is all sort of like grassland, and then we have a bit of a swamp coming down here like so. Let's just reduce that a bit. Like so. So it's really just sort of like saying, hey, there's a swamp there. And that's all you need to know. It's very much sort of like picturesque. And then down here, we have meadowlands. Now I need to be careful here, because the tool is quite it's quite sort of like rectangular, and I don't necessarily want that rectangular feel. So I'm literally moving it around a bit and changing what it looks like. And then up here, we have like shrubland. And again, I don't want it to be perfect. I just want it to gain that feeling of what it actually is. Now, either side of here we have fenland, but I'm not going to I'm not actually going to put that on. I'm just putting some individual sort of like shrub bits in here, just to give it a bit of irregularity. Okay, so that's looking good. We got grassland, shrubs, and meadow. That's all we actually have. But here we have some wasteland, which I think that is what's going to be the fen around here. And then we got some bits here to break up. So what I'm trying to do is make some of it be part of those square bits, so it doesn't look so rigid. Oh, this has a nice effect on it. What's happening there? Oh, it must just be how it's drawn. There you go. Let's put these in. Okay, now we do have some roads. This tower needs to move. I think it's too far over this way. I think we need to maybe trim this forest down a bit. Let's trim that down. Ooh, that wasn't very good. Click. Right, let's pick up that keep again. And we want to make it quite chunky. Right, there you go. Okay, then. So now what we're going to do is put the roads in. Okay, so the roads actually sort of like follow things like this. So what I'm going to do is click on it. We're going to go, okay, then. So maybe a little bit lighter. The line width, we're going to go as 2. We're going to pop it on the land, but I think we have the option of roads. Yeah, I'm actually, I'll show you what I've created already. So this is what I'm working from. So this is like the full color map. And I'm making like a black and white version of it for the players, so they see it in black and white rather than in multicolor. So that's why it would be a wonderful idea actually to put one over the river, but I haven't on that one, so I don't think I can have it on this one. It'll look a bit strange. Right, let's do that. So right, and then the other road comes round here. Stops there. So we can... I really could, but at the moment, I don't think I could at the moment. Let's just do that. Why is it not? It seems to be keeping. Let's just tag it again. Oh, this is why we need to click these. There you go. And then another road comes from this one. Down there. Right, let's just make sure that that's got the same things as that. And that's it. So there's some farms around here. Let's just refresh everything. And that's basically what it's going to look like. And I quite like that the roads are not perfect, if that makes sense, because it's meant to be like a drawn map. It's not meant to be absolutely perfect. It's giving an indication of what's there rather than anything else. Right. So the other thing that we need to do, well, that this is way too big. Where shall I put this north bit? I think I might just stick it there. That's be all right. No, I don't like that there. I don't think I'm going to put anything like that on. I think what I am going to try to do Argent reach. Right, and then what we need to do, we need to change the color of that. So let's change the color to black. The sheet it needs to go onto is text. The layer it needs to go onto is text labels. And that should be all right. There you go. Argent reach. Oh, sorry, you can't. So this is what the finished product will look like. I'm quite happy with that. Very happy with that. So this is what the players will actually see. This is what the players will actually see. So let me just save that. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do is we need to export it. Right, let's leave it like this. Let's just leave it like that for the time being and see what it looks like on screen. Oh, I like that. So that's what the original one looked like. That's what the original one looked like. And now this is what that one looks like. I like that. That's good. So I was just wondering why activate. It doesn't look like it's got any any effects on it, which is good. I like that because it's just purely meant to be a picture. That's what it's meant to be. The other thing that I just wanted to show you, and let me see if I can actually find them. So part of my my encounters, etc. I've been working with this for a while. So this that yes, we want to save this. So this is my bar room that I've made for my barroom brawl, which I'm really happy about. Really happy about. So this actually comes with the actual encounter. So you can actually import this into your VTT, your virtual tabletop, and actually look at it. And then the other one that I've done, let's go into this one. So this is Grandma's house, and you have to be careful because you don't actually see all those bits here. This is all that you see. So this is Grandma's house. Let's see if I can just show you it, how it comes out. Because it looks miles better than that. Once it, sorry, this is an adventure. This is aiding Annalyn. There you go. So it actually looks like that when it comes out. That's what it sort of like looks like. So it's quite not perfect. It's not perfect, but it looks nice, and you can see that this one has some effects because it's got some shading round the trees to make them look 3D. So that's a really nice effect. So I am learning to do this program more and more and more. I really am at the moment. So that's good. Okay, then. So what we're going to do now is that we're just going to leave mapping, and I've got about another sort of like 20 minutes, and I just wanted to carry on with some work with the adventure. So if you are in the adventure or you don't want to see the adventure, then now is the good time to turn off. Okay, so you can't see what's going to happen next. Okay, then let me see if I can get this up on the screen for you. There we go. So we're actually doing, we're actually to a point when, let me see if I can make this slightly bigger for you. So we're actually to the point of them going into the portal room, and they're going to go into the portal room, and the idea is that there's going to be like one, they're trying to get rid of the portal that's on the floor, and that portal is like anybody, if they know where it is, they can get in and out of it. And so what we've got, let me just show you. So this is roll 20 that I'm going into at the moment. You can see everybody who plays there. This is the game that we play. So it'll probably open up straight on the portal room, I think. Yeah, so this is the portal room. Okay, and I've got in the middle here, I've got a nice, so this actually swirls to make it look like the portal. So it's actually, so when the players actually see it, this is what they will see as the portal room. And they're going to come in from this sort of like broken down thing here. This is where they're going to be. And they're going to be some darklings, which are these people here. So these are the darklings. So they're almost like chaos featured, and they have different powers, etc., etc. So these are frost darklings. So I've actually got things like fire darklings and darkness darklings, or whatever we actually want. And this is what the sort of like the servants. This is what come on, what let me. So the servants actually ride around on nightmares like this. So, and what I'm doing at the moment, this guy here, that actually defaults to this little picture, but I quite like the little picture to use as something. This is going to be a wizard. Okay, that's what it actually is. And they're called pain dealers. And I'm trying to think, and anybody who's in the chat, either chat, if you're listening in, oh, I've just realized I don't have StreamerBot open, which is a bit bad. Let me just open StreamerBot. I should have checked that right at the beginning, so apologies. So I might not have been able to see you if you put something in on YouTube. So I do apologize if you've put something in on YouTube and I haven't seen it. Let me just bring up the chat there so I've got it. Right, let's just make sure the bot is up and working. Yeah, there we go. So this sort of like, I wanted to have a sorcerer in there, and I wanted to have it sort of like ready to go. And it's actually, in Mithras, what you could do is hold magic. So you cast the spell and then you hold it ready to sort of like release it. And this pain dealer is going to have neutralized magic. So hopefully if anybody tries to cast anything at him, it can go. But I'm interested in, if you're watching this, so these are pain dealers. They're sort of like evil sorcerers. And I was trying to think of weapons. That's what I was trying to think of. And I really didn't want to go down the wizard with a staff idea. And I suddenly wondered whether or not they could have like axes. I really like axes for evil people. I remember in Mithras, we're not limited. The only thing that we're limited with is to cast a spell, you need one hand free to verbally pronounce something and to see your opponent. Okay, and be of sound mind. So it's not as if I have to wear light armor. I don't. It's all, I mean, what you carry is really down to your strength. Double your strength in encumbrance. So I was thinking, what could we actually give them? Do I give them a shield and a battle axe? I really like the idea of heavy crossbows or crossbows in general, because these are really powerful individuals and I don't think they'll be chucking knives around. So I was trying to think of weapons for them, and I can't decide whether or not they should have a shield or, you know, do they carry a one-handed weapon? Shields are really good for passive blocking. You know, so even if I run out of actions, if they actually hit me and my shield is protecting that area, then the shield will take the blow. And so I'm not really, I like the idea, but I'm not brave enough to do it at the moment. And I'm trying to think, what weapons would they have? So they're sorcerers. They've got armor on underneath their robes. But it's, what kind of weapon do they have? Do they have all the same weapon, or do they have different weapons? The Frost Darklings, they have a shield, a short spear, and then they have their horns, and they can fight with a club as well if they've got one. So they're quite shielded people, and so that's what I was wondering about the sorcerers. There are something called Death Knights, which are the mystics, and rather than I wanted to put the sorcerers and theists in armor and protection, and the Death Knights not so much, you know, so they'll have lots of action points and be able to fight really well, but maybe not look like, oh, I've got a sword and a shield. Okay, that I wanted to sort of like try and mix things up. That's what I was going for. And I'm very tempted to give them shields. I really am. So if you're in either YouTube or Twitch and you've got an opinion about that, please do let me know. Right. So there's some things that I wanted this sorcerer to actually have before. So the idea is neutralized poison will be set up. Neutralized magic will be set up, ready to go. So they're actually using 8 points and changing 2 things. So that'll be 3. So that'll be like 3 magic points when they cast it, and they have 13 magic points. Now there's some more spells that I want them to have up, ready, because I want to see how powerful they actually are against against the party, because they've never come up against somebody who's sort of like ready like this. So spell resistance provides the recipient protection against magic. It blocks incoming spells with a magnitude equal to or less of its own. Manages to overcome the protection. Oh, right. So this is nice. So spell resistance. And we don't need to do range, but we can give it magnitude. I think we can actually go up to 9 on this one. Let's have a look at the table. Magnitude, they have 8, so we can actually have magnitude 9 here. So that would be duration will be fine. That'll just be like for 13 minutes. Maybe they would have upped it to 26 minutes and put a point of yeah. So duration 26 minutes. So this would be 1, 2, 3 points of magic. So that would take it down to 10 magic points that they've got left. And then they're going to also cast and have on them spirit resist. So what does that allow to happen? Blocks spirits and intangible entities or other planes. The magic blocks the intensity up, blocks spirits of an intensity up to half the intensity of the spell. For example, intensity 3 disease spirit could be blocked by 5 or 6 in resistance. Okay, then. So I I think intensity is just 1/10 of their invocation. But I'll just intensity equals 1/10 of their invocation spirit. I'm just bringing my chats to the top. So the intensity of that will be 1/10 of 8. So that'd be that'll be an 8. So that's going to be an intensity of 8. Block spirit of any up to half the intensity of the spell. So it's going to be blocks up to 4 spirit intensity. Okay, is that right? Be blocked by 5 or 6. Yeah, that's good. So that would be another duration of 26. So that could roughly be the same as that, but we can actually combine them together. So it'd be 1, 2, combining the spell 3. Oh, that can't be 8. That would have to be 8, because if we combine both of these spells together, that will take a point of shaping as well. So combining spells, 2 spells is a point of intensity, duration is a point of intensity, magnitude is a point of intensity. So that's 4 points. So therefore this would be down to 9. Oh, not 19, 9. And then when this actually comes off, it's going to cost them what? 1, 2 magic points, 3 magic points. Cool. I don't. You might be thinking, wow, this is powerful. I don't want it to be a walkover. These characters are good characters now. They got skills in the 80s, 90s, 100s. So it's about time they start to work for their rewards, I think. Right. So we got sense and we got palsy. Which actually, if I remember correctly, it actually numbs a part of the body, if that makes sense. It almost like paralyzes it. Renders a single hit location on the target completely useless. Being hit in the head will cause the victim to be completely incapacitated. The chest results in paralysis from the neck down, abdomen paralysis from the weight down. The spell cannot affect hit locations which normally possess hit points greater than the intensity, nor can this single casting of the spell be used on... Right, okay then. So this is resist by endurance. So normally they will actually cast it the range is going to be if we put power times 1 meter. That's going to be one thing they change. What else will they need? Duration. They could just leave it as the normal. Oh, hey, Desperado, how you doing?
Shh, sneaky inwils.
Sorcerers can be so difficult when it comes to see, I can. Oh, I can do number of targets. So range is fine. Power in minutes. That's I don't need to do any of this. I'm doing well, thank you. I'm doing well. So I can here. The only one that I really need to do is range plus targets. So that's all I need to sort of like focus on. So that will be like 2 points of shaping, which is fine. So that would be 2. This would be 3 turns to cast for 3 magic points. I mean, I can actually cast this spell on 3 people at the same time. That would be absolutely unbelievable. You know, I was going to go whack like that, and people drop their swords, people crumble over, paralyzed, and it'd be absolutely brilliant. I hope I get that one off. 3 turns to cast for 3 power points. Okay. Is a battle axe one-handed, or I think a battle axe is actually one-handed. I think it's the great axe. Yeah, battle axe is one-handed. I then think it's the great axe that is two-handed. I think I'm just going to give them battle axes and a shield. I'm just going to change that to kite shield. What kind of shield is it, just out of interest? Oh, it's actually called a Viking shield, so I better leave it as that. Which would be nice. And I don't need to worry about endurance. I don't need to worry about it. Battle axe, I can do bleed, but I can also do sunder if I wish to dislodge some of their armor, which would be nice. Okay. Right, we don't need any of that. Now, the other thing that I want to try out is that, and I've been waiting for, I think it's about time to do it now. With sorcerers, there are some alternative components to spell casting, and I've never used them, but I'm suddenly thinking I might do. Each point of shaping applied. So swiftness is used to hasten the casting of complex, heavily manipulative spells. each point of shaping applied to swiftness reduces the casting time by 1 turn to a minimum of 1. I'm going to use that. I think it's about time I like some of these. I like the option. You have something called precision, used with spells that randomly target hit locations. Each point of shaping applied to precision allows the caster to adjust the dice roll by 1 to select the most advantageous location. I think that is something that is so fantastic. I think that would be wonderful to do. So that will be good. I definitely going to. I don't think I'm going to use it on this one. This one's still quite a low powered, sort of like wizard. So right, so just before we finished, active. This will okay. So that's that. A pain dealer will always try to escape. They have palsy spell as well that they can cast at multiple opponents. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. The Frost Darklings will attack first. To provide the necessary time for the pain dealer to escape. Okay then, so here who will open the portal? At this point, the party will have a portal, but no one to operate it. This is when Annalise will mention what's his name? I think I gave him a Moldove, the renegade wizard. Who lives in the mountains in a cave. And who is a bit unpredictable. Cool. Right. Now, before I sort of like tidy this up, I need to do auto link. So auto link will link everything to somewhere else. So can you see here, pain dealers? There's actually an article about that. So when we look at this, I'll be able to jump to that. Same as, oh, this is interesting. When they reach the door, that is, and it's picked up Argent Reach. There, that's better. That's all done and dusted. I'm going to use Spirit of the Mind for the tunnel. So let's have a look at what this actually looks like. Nice. That's good. Okay, so we've had a really good session today. So one of the things that we did, which is super important, is that we drew a map. I'm trying to get better and better with my mapping skills. So let me just show you that first. So you can see that we did do some mapping. Let's just cancel, not that. This one. And then if I open this one. So this is the map that we created in true black and white. This is what I'm going to give to the party. This is what they're going to be able to look at, which is good. This is Argent Reach, which is the realm inside a huge crater in the mountains, as if a meteorite has struck into it, and nobody knows how they've appeared or how they got there. They're a bit of an unknown entity, so the party can baffle their way through that. And to be honest with you, I don't think I'm even going to say how it happened. It just happened. Brilliant. Okay, then. So thank you so much for coming along and watching both on Twitch and on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed it. And yes, by all means, you can relive this stream on YouTube as well at a later date. Okay. Have a wonderful evening, everyone, and I'll catch you all later. And until then, happy Mithrasing, everyone. And I hope all your post rolls reward you with a well-deserved special. See you all later, people. Bye.